su amor, es un abusador. Juega con tu corazón, sabes decir que no. ¿Cómo decirte que te quiero, que muero por tu amor? Yo no he perdido la ilusión, ni el tiempo ni la razón. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Tu cuerpo y el mío juntitos bailando. Tu boca y la mía felices gozando. Vas moviendo la cintura, sube la temperatura. Yo te regalo mi universo, ya no lo pienses más. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Déjame decirte, mami, una cosita. Yo te doy lo que tú necesitas. Solo quiero que tú seas mía. Quiero hacértelo. La luna yo te bajaré. Mi corazón te lo daré. Conmigo vas a enloquecer. Yo quiero estar contigo. Oye, déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oye, él te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Oye, él no te quiere, no sabe cuidarte. Oye, yo tengo un mundo para darte. Yo solo quiero cuidarte. Oye, mueve la cintura. Oye, que seas mía toda la vida. Solo eso quiero.
Welcome to the show for everyone. This is Asking Radio, 98.5 Speed FM, live from the Spice Center, George's Quarters in Makurdi. And this is SPEEDy Sports, the third day of March 2025. The year is speedily running. Good evening. My name is Ted, your host for the show, and I'm not alone here today. I am with
Benjamin Kuji.
Ben. Good evening.
Yeah.
How's been your day?
It's okay.
It's a speedy Monday.
Yeah.
The month of March is fast running.
How are
Like
you
you.
doing?
Yeah, I'm here. It's been like a very long day.
Yeah.
Maybe because I woke up a lot earlier than I expected to. So, good evening and welcome to the program today. Today is SPEEDy Sport Kick. Of course, every day we'll bring you a theme and we'll find a way to look at something interesting in the world of football or other sports generally that we'll speak about. Today we are looking about specifically the role of an agent or a manager in the life of an athlete, most especially footballers. Of course, there has been some time past that clubs were dealing directly with players and negotiating contracts that did not benefit the players so much, but rather to their benefits, especially players from Africa going out to other continents. But there's been a review by FIFA recently, which insists that every player must have a FIFA licensed agent, not just anyone who gets up and calls himself an agent, like people who say they are agents to people's property without the owner of the property knowing you. This one is FIFA licensed agent. Of course, there's a procedure to register and become one and be recognized by FIFA. So if anything happens between the player and the club and whoever, the family, there's somebody to sue. So this regulation requires that every player has an agent that is registered to FIFA and the person must be known. And I think this is a welcome development. We have players in many continents, especially in Europe, famous players that we know, we watch, especially in the world of football in the league. The likes of Mo Salah, represented by his agent Rami Abbas, who is the person negotiating now his contract with Liverpool, which is stalled because he has not agreed to new terms, which means he's a free agent at the end of the month and can go to any league of his choice without a club getting anything from him. Of course, our owner Demola Lookman, he has just a few months with Atalanta. He'll be off too, of course. But we're not hearing so much about him like we're hearing about Salah there in Liverpool. Okay, the word is that there are agents from Europe, but there are agents from, not agents, rather scouts from all over Europe on the African soil because the CHAN qualifiers are going on. Our own Eagles were in Cote d'Ivoire the other day. Yesterday, South Africa and Egypt, and then Malawi and Comoros also played. Games have been going on, and there are scouts, not agents this time, scouts from clubs all over the continent watching our players play. When a scout gets to a place, it's like a hawk coming to watch and then pick what is interesting to them.
Yeah, there are a lot of this kind of competitions are what clubs are actually looking for to get players that they can push forward
to get into their teams.
And even some other clubs, there are clubs that are not actually big clubs. They are also what they do. What they do is business too. They get some of these players, develop them,
they sell
them out. So that is the football is a big business. Like the other day we discussed about it. It's a big business. There are clubs that are not even concerned about playing Champions League, playing the best of football. No,
they just get intermediaries.
Just get this club, these players, train them up, give them the best of training, and then when this player start hitting their peak, they sell them out, and then
that's when they put prices on top.
And not just prices, even the contract. There are contracts they can write this contract that even if this player goes to play for, say, Man United, Chelsea,
they stand to benefit.
Any contract the player sign, even in the future, they get to.
And that's the absence of the agent from the starting point. That's the absence of an agent for the player at this point that we're talking about from home here. If a player is leaving, okay, like our league is almost getting, MPFL is almost getting to the end. Today was week 27, 28 is coming up. In the next few, less than 9 to 10 games, the league is over. And I know most of the players too will love to try their luck outside. Do they have credible agents, or some people will go and sign some deals that will tie them down with some clubs? They can't leave even when they're not playing, or even when big clubs come for them, they can't just go because this club that brought you from Africa to the other shores, other continents, wants you to stay and render your services. And when you can't perform and you are not paid and you are stuck in that country with your documents, probably sometimes compromised and all that's risky for me.
I think one thing that players should know. I think our players are also realizing this. It's not that it's all bad. Gone are those days where some players that left Nigeria, I don't want to mention names, some of them sign contracts for life. You understand? Those players are no agents now. Agents now, they are like, they do everything for you.
They cover you.
Football is very demanding and very tasking.
And that includes your rights, image rights, everything.
In as much as football is demanding and tasking, some players want to concentrate on
the business of playing football. So someone else does the
almost everything. This player, from career management to transfer negotiation, from contract negotiation to financial planning to public relations. Public relations part of your image.
That's
your image. They manage your image. To disciplinary issues, when you have issues with your club, disciplinary issues, they handle that. To the welfare, even the cars you buy, the houses.
Even there are some legal issues involving you outside of play arena. They are able to stand for you.
They saw that even your own investment, they take care of them for you. The commercial opportunities, players' image, all of that are embedded in what.
I'm just imagining the agent that signed Neymar's contract in Saudi. He played less than 370 minutes and then he left because he was injured. He played very few games and then left. He's now playing in Santos without an injury and scoring goals. He scored his fourth goal yesterday. He's the captain of the team. But he left Saudi happier than he arrived because without playing, being injured, he was still being paid, and he left a huge sum of money and went back home.
I think even one of our player here, we can mention Igalo.
Igalo
he made big money when he played. I think in the Chinese league.
Super League.
He made a lot of money there. The money, they say, he's among one of the richest Nigerian players, and most of those money he made them there.
You're listening to us. This is SPEEDy Sports on 98.5 Speed FM. Makodi. My name is Ted, and I'm here with
Benjamin Kuji.
We're talking about the role of an agent in the life of a player, especially football players, because our players have been victims of this. And I think to that extent, I could say the worth of our players, African players especially, in other continents and in other leagues, compared to players from Latin America and Asia. I won't say Europe because most of them are natives. That's the league the leagues we go to play in. compared to the work rate of those guys and our guys, I don't think we earn decently compared to those guys. But I stand to be disagree with
that has been the issue. That has always been the issue. African players are always undervalued, and even the African players, when you ask them, they will tell you that African players are undervalued. I think there was an interview with Coletore of Man City.
Yeah.
He said it. African players are undervalued. An average English player.
Yeah.
When you look at English players, some of them, the way they hype them on
they
TV,
rub their media.
They hype them. You hear
That's
of a player.
That's our own rule here.
Well, the way they hype them over there,
Yeah.
you think that they have something special, but they don't have something special. If a JJ Okocha was an English player, you know what
I'm just comparing JJ those days with Ronaldinho when he came to meet him there at PSG before he left. I mean, their worth rate at that point, I don't think he earned up to what
Ronaldinho cannot. He himself cannot. He said
he looked up to JJ as well.
They brought Ronaldinho to study
JJ
Okocha. So you cannot, at that time, you cannot even compare them.
Oh God. You can call the studio hotlines and be a part of the conversation. We're talking about the role of an agent in the life of an athlete, especially our African or Nigerian players specifically. Call our studio lines 080-8427-5464. If you dial that line, you'll be straight with us here. Or are you an agent yourself? You want to give us your experience? Or are you a player? You want to talk about your experience with agents? Of course, agents sometimes could be a little bit... they'll do what they want to do on the other side. But then the good thing about it is that the FIFA regulations cover the players because a team is supposed to pay the player in a way that the wages of the agent reflect in the player's pay. That avoids a little double taxing on the player's salary. So
I think there's actually a percentage of the money of this
of the player
of the sign on. Is it a sign on or the salary? I don't understand. I can't.
It should be the sign on fee. That's where the agent plays the role.
The agent has a percentage from it. But some of these agents, they are also someone said they are also hawks.
Well, now that's what FIFA is saying now. They must be registered. There's a procedure. There's an exam you write. You have to pass. You have to pass to be qualified to be a FIFA agent. That is not the
issue.
Yeah.
That is not the issue.
No, then you have to. You can't patronize a quack or a hawk.
No,
if you know, if a hawk.
I'm not talking of a quack.
I know. I'm putting two words together.
They are good agents. They are very good agents. That are also look at this. What is it? Mendes. They were talking about Mendes.
Or Mendes, of course. That's Morio's agent, super agent. Of course,
yes, you know how much he made out of Morio, Cristiano.
He's a big guy. He's a big guy. Him, the Raiolas, the Guardiolas, Pierre Guardiola, the younger brother, and all the other brothers, they are big agents in Europe. I mean, those
so a lot of them make. If you don't know, that's why our African players here, they need to be educated.
Some do know because we do have some ex-internationals who like. We do have a former goalkeeper at Atlanta, the Olympics, Atlanta 90s, Joseph Dosu, who got injured. Dosu has an academy and he also doubles as some kind of agent. So we do have a few of them. I just hope our guys realize this so that, why I'm saying this is, Benny, is because the season is getting to an end. And these guys are on the continent already. They're on the continent, poaching. Will somebody hurriedly go behind someone else who was sitting here as his agent to sign a deal because he want to move to a league in Qatar, a league in Uzbekistan? I'm not demeaning those countries, but I'm looking at leagues where you arrive and then the limelight dims. No one hears about you unless somebody searches for you online to know the league you are playing because no one watches you. No one knows your upgrade again.
Actually, the way the things are going on in the country has made a lot of things that ordinarily shouldn't have happened. It's actually happening. I don't see why Nigeria, if our league was actually functioning properly, there's money, the players are being paid properly. You don't have to travel from here to
any other league somewhere.
No, you don't have to travel from here to go and play a match in Maiduguri. You use a bus from here to Maiduguri. You come back. Then from there you're going to Bauchi to play match. Maybe you come back to Benue before you go back to Bauchi to play another match again. So
and that takes us straight to what happened today. This is SPEEDy Sports on 98.5 Speed FM. My name is Ted. I'm here with
Benjamin Kuji.
All right, so today the MPFL game 27 took place, and our dear Lobby Stars played in Maiduguri El Kanemi. Of course, that game was going on 0-0. I was expecting it might end that way, or Lobby would actually get a win, but at the end, the hosts El Kanemi won by a single goal. Lobby and Aqua United have been tied at the bottom, 20 and 19. Aqua United played at home and they got a slim victory at home as well, but then Lobby lost, which means they remain bottom of the table. I am worried, Ben. I'm quite worried at the position we are on the table.
I was interviewing one Lobby player.
Yeah,
I don't want to mention the name here.
Yeah, sure. Right.
So he was like, Kai, what is happening is very devastating, and they are scared.
Yeah, the players are feeling it as well.
Yes, of course.
The heat is not there.
Yes, they are scared that they may not escape this relegation.
Oh, she don't give up like that. I mean,
Yes.
that's not the spirit of
Not that he's saying that they are giving up. They are scared, and they are concerned.
Yeah.
You understand? As a player, you don't want that to happen to you.
Yeah.
That's what they are trying to say.
Yeah.
You understand? So Lobby, they've played 27 matches with just 23 points.
That's not the Lobby we knew.
Aqua United, 27 matches, 27 points.
Yeah. Because of the win today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then Sunshine, I'm talking of at the bottom of the league now.
The bottom three. Social Stars.
Social Stars, 27 matches, 31 points.
That's quite poor.
So
of our league.
it's not the league. It's not an issue of the league. There will definitely be those that will be relegated, and there will be those that will be promoted.
Sure, but I'm looking at 27 matches with such points. I mean, it's huge. But what do you think? Where are we going to be at the end of the season? That's my worry. That's really my worry.
That is a big one.
Because there's been a lot. Let me say there's been a lot of investment in the club recently. There have been changes in both management and some other things. And at the end of the season, are we going to press the restart or the refresh button to say, okay, next season the team comes up again with fresh agenda to restart again and all those stuff? Do you think it's better to battle and get out of that place at least?
I think it is better for us to battle and survive that relegation. Let's not just get relegated, because I think with what the government are trying to do, fixing the stadium and all that, if they fix the stadium, everything, and we are going back to the
National League,
before we walk to come back. But if we can just survive it, then our next match is against Ikorodu. Ikorodu has 6 on the table. It's going to be a difficult one.
And they'll be traveling all the way to meet us in Bauchi. We left Maiduguri today, so I think the team might just stop over and stay. Will they be coming all the way down to Benue to refresh and start going back to them? I don't know. So I don't know. I will not be able to get in touch with the media officer, but we'll find out that. You can join the studio on 080-8427-5464. Is SPEEDy Sports on 98.5 Speed FM, George's Quarters, Makodi, with Ted here and Ben in the studio. We're talking about a variety of things. We're talking about the role of an agent in the life of a player. But of course, Ben brought in something that took us right into what has been worrying us this evening, the position of our dear and darling Lobby Stars on the table. Ben, the FA Cup pairings have come out. Fulham are going to play Crystal Palace. That should have been the place of Manchester United against Crystal Palace. Preston will play Aston Villa, and Bournemouth will play Manchester City. Brighton are waiting for the winner of Nottingham Forest or Ipswich Town. So that happens. And tomorrow, you have the big games. The UEFA Champions League. Club Brugge at home to Aston Villa. Aston Villa soaring higher in that competition. Dortmund at home to Lille. And then PSV, the Dutch guys, at home to Arsenal. That's a very dicey tie for Arsenal.
With the way Arsenal, I'm not too scared of Arsenal. I believe Arsenal can
should be able to get something from that first leg.
Yeah. So Arsenal actually doing, if not for the injuries, Arsenal actually, even the gap that City are giving them is, I say City, Liverpool.
Yeah.
I think Arsenal would have covered that gap by now, but
that one is. I mean, it's gone. Unless you pray for Liverpool to lose one or to calculate things. If not, I don't think. No matter how many games Arsenal wins, as long as Liverpool keeps winning, the table is like almost.
And Arsenal actually dropped points. Matches that we never expected them to drop points, so they dropped points. That is the cause. And it boils down to the injuries they are having. I hope this time around they'll come to to the field and deliver the goods to us.
But what has really been the issue with Arsenal? Okay, Arteta has been talking that they still hope of getting the hands on the trophy. Sometimes it's like Arsenal is in contention of the trophy. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes I think they are playing that way at home in order to conserve some energy for Europe. But this week again, I mean, having those results and then going away to Eindhoven tomorrow, I mean, that's like what was the reason? Mikel Arteta, everybody has been like, one thing with Arsenal is I think the only coach that never had very long time to have that patience was Aya-mnger. They never really gave him, they never even trusted him that long. Arteta being a boyhood guy there, went to understudy Pep and then came back, and everybody expected that Arteta would be able to do something, and then suddenly this is coming. But I think Arsenal signed the players they wanted, Benny, or
Arsenal. I will not say. I will say Arsenal there for me. If not that, it's been long they've not won that trophy.
Yeah.
And the whole the management, the fans, and everybody wants a trophy, a major trophy.
Yeah.
So if not for that, I think what's his name? Arteta is actually trying his best. When you look at other clubs, there are clubs that they are not finding it funny. Manchester United, they're not finding it funny. Chelsea, they're not finding it funny.
Even Pep Guardiola
Man City, they're not finding it funny. But Arsenal, they are up there.
Second on the table.
Yeah, second on the table.
Always there. Almost having excuses. You're listening to Speedy Sports on 98.5 Speed FM Makurdi. My name is Ted and I'm here with
Benjamin Kuji.
We've been discussing some issues here concerning sports, especially football today. We're talking about the role of an agent in the life of a player, because we have had players in the past who never had good representation and somehow were cheated out of their contracts by clubs out of this climb, out of this continent. And now with FIFA regulations, we think such players should take advantage of that and have registered and recognized agents where you can actually have a case in case anything goes wrong. Of course, we spoke about our table, our darling lobby stars who are worried about the position they are in, but we'll try to get in touch with the media team. But tomorrow we'll talk about that. We'll get the feelers in the camp and see what is happening there. We're talking about the UEFA Champions League presently, and Ben thinks Arsenal have a chance. They stand a chance against PSV Eindhoven tomorrow. I doubt, but Ben, having faith in Arsenal all of a sudden, I've never known you to have sympathy for Arsenal this way. So why the sudden change?
Arsenal, well, I love good football, and Arsenal are giving me good football. I love good football.
Okay.
And if you look at England now, Arsenal are actually playing good football. Arsenal have always been playing good football.
No, in terms of quality, nobody doubts that, right? But delivery.
So my love for Arsenal, I think, goes way back because they play good football.
Quality, but the delivery at the end of it all. What do you set out to achieve from the beginning of the season? Okay, at the beginning of the season, Amorim said they were not title contenders. That's Manchester United. Chelsea manager Maresca said they were just there to fight for top four. Suddenly they were in second position and started talking about the fact that they could. He never even said it actually, but the press said and then he affirmed that it's possible. Now they're fifth actually. Now they're not saying anything so much about the title. So the inconsistency in delivery and your set objectives at the beginning of the season is my concern. You say one thing, when the table turns a little bit against you, you change your tone and start giving excuses why you are not able to deliver. And the most patient people are the fans who pay the bills, the heavy tickets, and expect some delivery from this club that they love. Even here in Nigeria, back home in Nigeria, among our fans, when you go out on the streets there to interview, to do a vox pop with these people, you have a feel of what they expect from the club. Remember somebody you interviewed that says sometimes he prefers to chase it to win, so that Manchester United can get to a position, calculations on the table and all that. Fans are always patient, and even here we have those kind of situations. You believe, I want to put you on the spot, you believe that Arsenal can pull off a string tomorrow, not about the league, but
you know one thing with football is
okay.
you cannot go like I said yesterday.
Yeah.
If everybody can say that this is what's going to be, everybody will be winning in the bet shops down there. So football, that's why there's a word they call underdogs.
Okay.
Anything can happen in football, but you can, based on your analysis, based on head to head, based on yesterday. They say with yesterday, today, you can predict tomorrow. So we can just predict.
Okay.
Not that I can bet my money. I can't bet my money when it comes to Arsenal. I cannot bet my money on Arsenal. Okay. But I feel Arsenal are going to deliver tomorrow. If they don't,
all right, we'll be here to talk about it. We have Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid. Real Madrid is hosting the first leg, and that's another big game.
It's another big game, I think.
That's a game of the week.
That is the game which everybody will want to watch. Real Madrid, Atleti. Atleti is a club that I am somehow a little bit disappointed in Atletico because.
But they're topping the La Liga table now.
Yes,
La Liga
yes.
now, the present.
I don't know why. I don't know why I said I am. Not that I don't know why. I don't know why Atleti, when it comes to Spain, it has always been Real Madrid, Barcelona.
Yeah.
Real Madrid.
So you expected them to break in?
Of course.
Like it's happened
because
in England.
Because you have a coach. You have a coach that has been with them for years.
Yeah,
and he is a good coach.
Yeah, Diego Simeone.
He's a very, very good coach.
Very charismatic.
So there's that stability. Yeah. There's a stability in Atleti.
Yeah.
So I don't know why. I don't just know why. If you are, these are the people. This is the club that is supposed to be the club that should be giving Real Madrid and Barcelona a run for their money every season.
But they do. If they are on top of the table now, what does that tell you? La Liga table
it's not being on top of the table
and tomorrow they are visiting Madrid. It's a home derby. Tomorrow is a home derby. They are visiting. Diego Simeone is already making noise, saying it's a very good atmosphere. They are very good. The Bernabeu is a ground for them. It's almost the atmosphere is as good as the one in Wanda Metropolitana.
He's just giving himself that.
No, they've always had issues there because if you compare him and Carlo Ancelotti, they are both coaches that are experienced.
No coach that will tell you that it's easy to play in the Bernabeu.
But the only person that knows that ground much more than I don't think any other coach knows that ground much more than Diego Simeone.
Of course, he's one of the longest serving coach, and I can't say for sure. But among the three clubs, Real Madrid.
Of course, he has outlived all the other coaches there. Yeah.
So he must have played a lot of matches in the Bernabeu.
So he knows the ground.
Every coach will tell you that it is not easy playing in that ground. One of the biggest stadiums in the world.
Where?
With the best of technologies.
You're going back to this. If tomorrow never comes, how are we going to know? Tomorrow is another day we're going to be here to get the results of what happened. But Ben, I'm sleeping sad because of the result Lobby got today. I hope their next game 28 against Ikorodu City in Bauchi, they should give us some exciting results. I hope that puts some smiles on the fans in Makurdi here as well. It's been a great day, great evening with you guys. Network has been a little bit crazy, so you are not able to get in touch with us. But tomorrow is another day. We hope you catch us here, Ben.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you. Have a great evening.
This is
Asking Radio 98.5 FM.
Oh yeah. Déjame curarte este mal de amores. Me duele verte llorar. Oh yeah. Te trata mal, yo te traigo flores. Dame una oportunidad. Él te jura un falso amor. Es un abusador. Juega con tu corazón. Sabes decir que no. La ilusión, el tiempo ni la razón.